afternoon, good morning, Oak Grove Wildcats, 8th graders. It's amazing that we're here today, and this day has finally come for you all to promote to high school. I want to say how proud I am of you all for your accomplishments this year and being able to be resilient during a very challenging historical year with the pandemic and full distance learning. And just like Martin Luther King Jr.'s quote, is that the ultimate measure of a person is not where they stand in moments of comfort and convenience, but how they stand at times of challenge and controversy. And so 8th graders, you have had a challenging half of 7th grade year where we went straight into shelter in place. And then a challenging 8th grade year where you went full distance learning, never been done before. And you all were resilient. You came together, you went to your classes, you did your online work and your assignments, you communicated by email and chat with your teachers. It was such a different time and such different skills that you had to use. You really had to test our writing and typing skills. And I'm so proud of you all for your resilience this year with that. Also, 8th graders, not only did you transfer over to full distance learning with your 7 classes, 7 periods, but you also too went a little bit further and looked to see how you could support your community with their 8th grade community project. And that was amazing to see the projects you all put together and how you were able to support your community. Just being able to look outward and not just inward on the challenges that you may be facing, but also looking at your community and seeing how can you participate, how can you support your community. It was amazing to see. And we are just so proud of you. We are excited to celebrate with you today during the walkthrough promotion. And I hope that you will come and visit. And we know that you are going to strive and to be a beacon of light. You're going to be a beacon of light in high school. So have a great summer break. Be ready for the fall for all. And we are so proud of you. Wildcats, congratulations on your 8th grade promotion.
Hello, 8th grade Wildcats. This is Mr. Ramirez. I'm one of your vice principals, and I'm your 8th grade administrator. So first of all, I'm going to say congratulations on this promotion day. This is a very special day, and it's amazing that it's been over a year and a half that we've seen most of you here on campus. And you're going to high school, so that's huge. That's a whole new adventure. So just as we think about, you have been here with us at Oak Grove for just a short time, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and a year and a half of that has been through distance learning. We're so proud of how resilient, how flexible you have been during this time. And you have just stepped up and rose to the occasion. So we are very proud of you in that fact. And we just want to make sure that, you do have a special bond with your classmates, because you can say, look, I was in middle school when the whole 2020 pandemic took place. But hey, let's not talk about that. Let's look into the future of high school. And a couple of things to think about when you get to high school is, first of all, make a plan. It is never too early to start thinking about college and career. Your teachers there in high school are there to help you. So always make sure you reach out to them when you need it. Also, to try to stay up on your work, because that's so important that you don't fall behind with that. So it's extremely important that you take care of that. And also make sure that you get involved when you're in high school. Participate in clubs, try out or join a sports team. Because the more you put into high school, the more you're going to get out of it. They have service learning projects, participate in those. So that's always important for you as you head off. So again, we want to just wish you the best of luck in your future, and are so thankful that you were part of Oak Grove Middle School. And again, take care of each other when you're there, and we just hope to see you soon. So hey, Wildcats, again, congratulations and take care.
Hey Wildcats, Ms. Hernandez, one of your vice principals. Wow, the unexpected happened in our lives. Last year, we would have never imagined we would continue this pandemic through 2021. This year has been historic, but challenging to say the least. Be proud of your efforts and for making it through a distance learning model that had never been done before. I hope, just like us, you have learned a lot this year, not just academically, but personally. A pandemic, as it turns out, really teaches us a lot about character. I'm so glad I got to know most of you in person, and I had the pleasure of working with some of you virtually this year, or even in person during our LPAC testing. Your choices in high school can be a defining factor towards the rest of your life. Remember that. And remember that doing things right the first time can save you through so much struggle of having to repeat it over again. So, give it your all, have fun, but don't forget, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. And I hope you choose the path of education, a path towards college and careers, because I was once just like you, and my education changed my whole life. So don't forget, sí se puede. Yes, you can. And it's time to start making your dreams into plans so they can become a reality someday for you. I'm excited what the future has in store for you, and I wish you the best of luck, Wildcats. Para adelante siempre, forward always. Peace out.
Hello, 8th grade Wildcats. I'm Dr. Macalino, and I'm part of the Oak Grove admin team as the instructional specialist. I wish I was able to meet with you all in person throughout the school year. However, I was fortunate to virtually interact with students as I substitute taught a few 8th grade classes, participated in the 8th grade assemblies, and attended the Oak Grove Family Nights. I also had the opportunity to work with 17 8th graders as a guest DLI teacher to help guide the 8th grade project. So I want to send a special shout out to my guest DLI class. Because of y'all, I was able to connect and interact with Wildcats, with students, ultimately with people. As we are all aware of, especially after this past school year, interaction, human interaction is essential. It's essential to life and happiness. So 8th grade Wildcats, I know your 8th grade experience or your Oak Grove overall experience was not exactly what you expected it to be. You had your 7th grade cut short by 3.5 months, and then your final year at Oak Grove was completely virtual. And for a small fraction of you, some of you experienced the hybrid setting for approximately 2 months of school. But regardless of the circumstances, remember, once you're a Wildcat, you are always a Wildcat. And Wildcats are respectful, responsible, resilient, and risk takers. But for the purpose of this 8th grade promotion, I want to focus on being a resilient Wildcat. I want you to take what you have learned from the classroom and from your personal life experiences, especially from this past year. Learn from them and apply those skills and knowledge to your high school journey. So Wildcats, continue to demonstrate your resilience in 9th grade and on. Continue to show the world that you could take on anything. Show that you cannot just only survive, but you could also thrive and blossom under any circumstances. So Wildcats, I wish you well. Enjoy your summer and stay safe. Congratulations, Oak Grove Promotion Class of 2021.
Good morning, everyone. Principal Montgomery, teachers, staff, family, and most importantly, my fellow graduating class that has been resilient during this year in quarantine. My name is Valeria Cortez, and it is an honor to speak at the 2021 8th grade graduation ceremony. A little reflection on my first day of school. On my first day of school, I felt pretty nervous and afraid. I had just moved to a new city that I wasn't familiar with, and I was about to begin my first year as a 7th grader. Now, one might say that it wasn't my first year because I was a 7th grader. But you see, I came from a different district that only had 2 years in middle school, or junior high as it was called. So once I began middle school, it was a surprise to see 6th graders attending the school. It was a weird feeling. I am the youngest in my family, and it was suddenly like I had a bunch of little and older brothers and sisters. When thinking about my last 2 years in middle school, I can honestly say that it was just a roller coaster of emotions. There was the stress of turning in well-done assignments, but then there was also the excitement of spending the day out with friends on a field trip. One of the most memorable experiences I had in middle school was when my science class saw a seal skull. We had gone to the Marine Mammal Center to see how injured sea mammals were taken care of. And at one point, my group and I walked down a long corridor that had only one window. We looked through the window and we didn't see anything until we looked down, and far below there was 2 people in white suits and goggles, and in front of them was a table with a dead seal on it. We could see the people making cuts into the head of the seal, and we were actually able to see its skull and its brain. It was the first time I had ever seen a seal, and yeah, it was a pretty fun and memorable experience. An important moment that I experienced in middle school was on the last day of school in March of last year. My friends and I were in our class after an entire day of rumors being spread about school being canceled for a week. We were just sitting in class like normal when we heard the principal's voice through the intercom. At this point, I had a really bad feeling that things were going to start taking a turn for the worst. The rumors that were being spread like wildfire around the school, they were confirmed by the principal, and this was the beginning of the stay-at-home order, and that was accompanied by virtual learning. I wish we had more time to get used to the fact that school would now be taught virtually. It all happened so fast, and I wasn't able to say goodbye to my friends in person. But in the end, it was all for the better. The COVID situation had gotten much worse by then, but thanks to staff's quick decision making, we were able to prevent any outbreaks in our school. Now, as I look ahead into the future, I picture it as being a better version of my past self and my current self. The decisions that I made in middle school would either make or break my experience in high school and beyond. I spend a lot of time reflecting on my past, and I think about choices that I should have made. Although thinking like this fills me up with melancholy, it also makes me determined to become better. I'm not sure what my future holds, but I hope to take my past experiences and grow and improve from them. Now, near my last day at Oak Grove, I feel that I have become an overall better person. Not perfect, but better. It's all thanks to my friends and my family that have been through it all for me, and for that I am eternally grateful. They have no idea how much it means to me that they have stuck by me for so long. Thank you so much to those who created a safe learning environment for me and my peers, and for guiding me towards a future where I can be successful. I would especially like to thank my friends for helping me get through middle school without too much trouble. I would also like to take a moment to appreciate Principal Montgomery for her resilience and leadership during the pandemic. I have prepared a little meaningful conclusion that I hope everyone can take to heart. Tomorrow never comes, but today is always here. Each day is a new learning opportunity, but we must learn to seize those opportunities. Don't go with the flow. Instead, be the defiance. Act upon your beliefs and be the leader that others need. Encourage others to reach high as you have done, and only then will tomorrow start to change, because you let that change today. Now, this concludes my speech. Thank you all so much for listening, and I wish everyone a wonderful rest of their day.
Good afternoon, Oak Grove Middle School students, teachers, and staff. Hi, my name is Yelson Bia. I'm honored to speak with you today. I want to start by saying a thank you to all the teachers, counselors, and staff members that have helped us through these 3 years of middle school. Especially to Ms. Borba, Mr. Wico, Ms. Dawson, Ms. Patricia Now, and Mr. Labez for being supportive, helpful, and making my middle school year special. I still remember my first day of 6th grade. I was nervous not knowing what to expect. I was actually worried of all the homework I was going to have to do. Day by day, I gained confidence in myself and was able to succeed in classes and make new friendships. I have enjoyed my involvement in the Wildcat Leaders group, where I have learned to help other students be a leader and become more mature. A special thank you to Ms. Hagelin and Ms. Ashford for making me part of an amazing team. We have battled through a tough pandemic these past 16 months. We have managed to continue. We have had to adapt to virtual learning and separation from our friends and family. I can say it has been challenging for myself not being able to attend school, see my friends and teachers. I have hated being on the other side of the computer because I like to interact with my classmates in person. Out of all these difficult circumstances, we have learned to be patient, understanding, and loving with one another. I'm looking forward to my high school years and figuring out who I will become in the future. Maybe I will be a lawyer or maybe a doctor, but I will always be happy. Time flies, and look at me now getting ready for high school. Thank you for everyone that made a difference to our lives in these 3 years. I am proud to say that we have made it to our 8th grade promotion. We did it.
I'm Jacob Banta. I'm an 8th grader. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who helped me with my project by donating dog toys, leashes, and collars. I just want to let you know that I actually got 52 toys, leashes, and collars, which is more than 2 times my original goal of 20. So thank you, everybody.